It's pie time.
Due to some violent content
intended for mature audiences.
Parental discretion is advised.
The following program is closed captioned for the
I was eating ass today.
You're excited. That little trick.
No.
Where are you bringing her? Leg it down.
Morty Moo Show. Hi, you Hump Day. What up, Super Nintendo? Hi there. Hi there.
Here. Hello. I don't like that face that you're currently doing.
Hey, look, you got some lighting. Good deal. There's Nadia in the
thanks.
fantastic lighting provided by Home Depot aisle 4.
Yes.
LED 15 watt translates to 40 watt actually.
Absolutely.
And
we have a new viewer.
I'm going to see this.
Race fan 27.
Race fan. All right, race fans, get out of the Iowa Speedway.
Let's bring out Rebecca. And it's like, no, wrong job. Oh, give it up for the racing guy.
Yeah, the racing guy is the guy who has more morals than is required to be working at a strip club. Race fan 27. Thank you. You're in the running for the pint glass. As we're doing this every week with new viewers who tune in for the first time, give us a few minutes.
It's very beautiful.
And on that
Beautiful
note,
glass.
we should point out the winner of last week's pint glass was Troon Tune. Troon Tune.
True tune. How exciting.
TROONTOON. What's funny is we had about like 20 entries for last week's new viewer stuff.
Yeah.
And, I do a random number generator and it went number 1. Troon Tune was number 1.
Number 1. Flying
like,
Spaghetti. Oh, what? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Flying Spaghetti Monster said, oh, by the way, Nadia, new iOS 15 setting provides extra security to your Apple Card number. Oh, good. That's
Thank
great.
you, Jesus.
The people who
Thank you, Jesus.
stole my credit card number attempted again to buy something with it today.
So do you get a new number?
Yeah, I've gotten a new number, but they tried CVS again for like $70. And then they tried Boxed, which is an app. They tried that for $0.
I believe we have some new viewers. Droop Dog.
That's fucking amazing. Yes, it's an
And
amazing name.
MetaViews?
That's a bot.
Is it?
Yes.
Streaming
is not.
science technology with 4 viewers. I think it's a show, actually.
I don't think so. I think that's. If you're a human, just put your name in the goddamn chat, guys. We don't like to guess. We don't like to guess. Okay, just put your name in the thing, would ya? That'd be great. We require nothing else of you, but if you're new, we need to know if you're a bot or not. Thank you so much.
Yeah, say hi, MetaViews. Snoop TV, I think. I don't know. I'm assuming that's a person. But yeah, like Nadia said, give us a shout. Say something in the chat. Fucking guy.
Guy.
Flying Spaghetti Monster definitely new. Yeah, I'm going to write you down. Sure. Let me just do that. Yeah. No!
Also, if you don't win the Moose Pint Glass, but you would like other merchandise with our names on it, that's available for purchase.
Yeah, there's a little graphic on the bottom there. A couple items for sale. That blue shirt, that's my wife Jody and her Tiats.
My wife.
My wife!
Oh, I forget that's Jody's body.
That's Jody's body.
How's everyone's hump day going?
Yeah, how's your hump day happening?
Hey, A-Night. Adam's here. Hello,
Hey, Adam. I was, after lunch, I sit with Mabel on her virtual school, and I was about falling asleep. I was sitting there, we got the TV and the laptop over here, and I'm like, like when they start playing videos, like a 3-minute video of like the letter A is a vowel. I'm like, I could probably get a 3-minute nap here.
The teacher's like, excuse me, Andrew, can you pay attention? Thank you.
I know. I always wonder if the teacher and the assistants that help the teacher out, because they can see us, but it's kind of cut off here on me. I wonder if they can see me, like, pick my nose or just kind of like zone out a little bit. I wonder if they have any clue of what I'm doing.
What I will say is nothing beats taking a nap in school when like Bill Nye the Science Guy is on. For some reason, school desks are just like the best place to nap. You know what I mean? It's like after lunch, you go to science class, Bill Nye's on. Everyone just takes a little snooze. Everyone takes a little nap. It's great. I love it.
I know, right? I don't know if I ever slept during class.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I wasn't like an A+ student, but I definitely wasn't a D student. I was above average. But I get it now. Like, God, if I was in high school and they wheeled out the TV cart to put on the, this is an amoeba, chromosomes, I would definitely lay down and get a little snooze.
Oh, yeah.
But I'd be caught so quick. I'd be like.
Well, and sometimes you don't even mean to do it. It's just like, you're just at a point in the day where you've just taken in so much information and this is a really boring fucking video, and all of a sudden my eyes are just closed. Like, I don't make the conscious decision to go to sleep. Your class is boring. Be better.
Be best.
Be best.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that after lunch kind of lull, like all the blood's flushing to your stomach to start the digestion, and so the rest of your body's like, oh, it's like Colin Robinson talking about, like,
Yes.
hexagon screws versus flathead screws. You're like,
Yeah. Exactly. School is just one big goddamn energy vampire. I'm convinced.
You're dead. Stay dead.
Jameson 1993. Hello, Jameson 1993. Super Nintendo said, I slept all the way through Spanish in 9th grade first period and wasn't ready to brain, let alone try to learn a new language. It was Spanish, but to me it was all Greek. Yeah. I had did I have PE first one year? I think so, which actually kind of helped because you're like energized, you run around, so that was helpful.
Well, I don't know. Don't have to worry about that anymore. That was me, mine too, then a coding class next.
Oh, God. You guys had coding classes? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't know how old you are, Flying Spaghetti, but I think that's probably pretty common in your bigger school districts now, I would imagine. I'd almost hope so.
That's kind of baller. I wish I would have had a coding class.
Also, Jody and I were talking about home ec. And now home ec needs to have more than just shit like how to fry an egg. It needs to have stuff like, the basics about car ownership, where the oil pan is, changing oil, fluids, changing a bulb.
Yeah, I would also think, because home ec is home economics, and there's not a whole lot of economical stuff that's taught. At least there wasn't in our home ec class.
Yeah, the home ec that I don't think I took home ec in high school, but I know people who did, and it was all like, frying eggs, and after that, I don't know. But I know there was no, it should just be like rudimentary basic shit about life fundamental stuff. You're going to be driving a car. You should probably know something about that. You don't need to know how to change a transfer case or, rotate the tires even, but.
You know that show that's called Scared Straight, and they like take the kids to the jail or the prison and they see how the prisoners live? What they should do is take kids to like a post-grad person's apartment and be like, this'll be you if you don't get your shit together and save money, and or this is you if you like think you're too good for trade school. You're going to be sitting here eating ramen noodles. You got a degree, but you're not doing shit. And all the kids will be like, ah!
But as a father of I don't know how old you're thinking this would be, but as a father of a 10-year-old, you show a kid like, you're going to be eating ramen noodles the rest of your life if you don't do this. They'd be like, cool,
True.
It's kind of like, you try to tell a kid, you can't eat pizza every day. In their mind, they're like, that would be great if I could, But in reality, you don't want that.
I saw this funny meme, and it was like my nephew.
Race fan 27 chiming in. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I saw this meme, and it was this guy talking about, his nephew said he couldn't wait to be an adult so he could sleep all day and then eat whatever he wanted. And the guy was like, I don't have the heart to tell him that's just being depressed when you're an adult. You sleep all day and eat whatever you want.
I mean, if you're working a night job, yeah, you can sleep all day. We should mention, if you're a new viewer, that if you subscribe, that'll get you 5 extra entries into the pint glass. And it's September, which is a discount, 20% off if you're a new subscriber, or if you gift a new subscription. We get the full payout. So you save money, we get the full, the full nut. So win, 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 win. And you only have, what? Tomorrow's the last day?
Tomorrow is the last day.
So hook it up. What is this public bathroom etiquette? I assume you had an encounter somewhere?
Yes. Oh, did you want to read Race Fan 27's comment?
Yeah. I'm 34. We didn't have coding, but had home economics. Yeah. So yeah, back to that stuff. Was it home ec about what happened in home ec, Race Fan? Was it egg cooking and folding laundry, right?
Oh my God! Wait, you know what they should have taught in home ec was how to fold a fitted sheet? Because God damn it, that would be extremely useful.
That would be the final exam at the end of the school year.
Yes.
Because nobody could do that shit.
I would just be like, "Here's mine. Here it is."
I know, right?
Okay.
I think even if that was an exam to fold a fitted sheet, you just have to at least look like you're trying to do it right. Okay,
right.
Extend that elastic, grab the middle part, bring it here, and then there. Oh, took it on my chin right now.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm just curious as to what else. Here we go. For my young self, it was folding, sewing, cooking some things, etc. in junior high. Cookies, laundry, you made graphic design T-shirts. What the fuck you need to do a T-shirt for? That's dumb. Like, how is that? That should be graphic design 101.
Shay said, for once I'm late and you aren't talking about ass. Well, Shay, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Also in home ec, they should teach you how to wipe your ass,
Or how to eat ass.
How to eat some ass.
Okay, I do think it's important that they have sewing in there because I think everybody should know how to sew a button.
I think it should be like everything super simple. How to hammer a nail. I mean, a lot of people think that's easy, but you can really fuck up a lot of nails if you don't know what you're doing.
Well, we had woodworking. And we also had
Okay, yeah, all right.
Like an auto shop class that you could take. I didn't take that because I was busy just not giving a shit, honestly.
But there's a lot of places, a lot of district schools that can't do auto shop. They can't do woodworking. So, I think a good place for that is home ec, balancing a checkbook. Even like, maybe this is dumb, how to shake a hand. Maybe that's a different class.
We had like a business class that you would take, and that was how to balance a checkbook and how like interest rates work and shit. Should have paid more attention to that, honestly.
Yeah, you should have. You big dummy. I mean that in a nice way, you idiot. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So this thank you for chiming in, everybody, but public bathroom etiquette.
Yes. So this is so weird to me that people do this. So at the Justice Center where I work, in the women's restroom,
At the FE Justice Center.
Yes. So there's probably about 17 stalls in there, right?
That's a lot of
so I go in there today to go take a little tinkly winkly.
Take a big shit, as my dad used to say.
Of course he would. And I'm sitting there peeing, and all of a sudden I hear the stall right next to mine open. And someone goes in there, and I was like, my thought process when I go into the bathroom and there's someone in a stall, I don't go in the one right next to them. I go to one at least, one away. Yeah. Like if they're in stall 1, I go to stall 3. It's very weird to me. Same with at the gym on the treadmills. Like if you're on a treadmill and there's 30 treadmills and someone proceeds to run on the one right next to you, like why are you doing this? Why have we done this? It doesn't make any sense to me. And it's clearly not a rule, but I think it's kind of an unspoken etiquette rule in the bathroom. Like if you're peeing at a urinal and there's 17 urinals and someone stands right next to you and pees, like that's kind of weird.
Here's a row of stalls in the bathroom.
Beautiful.
There's your feet.
Yeah.
If you're the person coming in and you can see the feet under the stalls, you know what's going on.
Yeah, see my feet.
You are to place yourself in the position marked X.
Yeah, all the way. That's what I
Right?
do too. Oh hell yeah! I'll even go on the opposite side.
And-
If they got a different side, I'll go on that.
If you go into the X one and there's like a big mess of shit and it's all clogged up, you go into the stall marked Y.
Yes.
And
Those are your options.
if that wasn't inoperable, let's say there's a cockroach or a mouse in there or something, I don't want to deal with that. You go into the stall marked W, and so on and so on and so on.
Those are your options in the bathroom. And the only way it's allowed is if it is super busy for some reason, like if I'm at a concert or, a big event like that where there's an intermission and everyone's in the bathroom, fine, I'll go pee in the stall next to you. But if it's a wide open space, as the Dixie Chicks would say, wide open spaces, why are you peeing right next to me? Why?
And
Why
also,
are we doing this?
if you're forced to go into position A, you get in there, you get your business done, get out of there.
You get the out.
Yeah, you don't bang around, you don't get on your phone, drop your heat, your wolf bait, whatever, and get the fuck out of Dodge.
I will seriously. O'Shea said Mongo can tell you some shit stories from the hospital. People are disgusting. Yes, poop story. Yes.
Mongo, tell us a poop story.
I will also in the Justice Center. So if there's a bathroom on the main level, and if I go in there and I have to poop and I'm peeing and somebody walks in, I will seriously get done peeing, hold it, go downstairs to the basement level and poop in that bathroom.
Oh, I've done that.
I'm a very nervous pooper.
But here's the thing, a lot of that can be negated if bathrooms universally had a fan going, some noise, a radio going. That's why I always didn't have issues with the bathrooms at the old job because the radio was always on or there was a fan that was always on. But if I got a crap and I walk in and it's a drop dead silent, you can hear a pin drop bathroom. I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah, we had at my old high school actually.
And I'm certainly not going to put on something on my phone to play music because then I'm that guy. I'm the weirdo who likes to listen to music on my phone while I'm dumping.
As you're pooping, never gonna give you up. Well, so at my high school, they would actually play music between classes, as you're walking to your next class, and they play top 40 stuff, whatever. And the one day I asked, why do we do that? Because it was weird, but it was cool. How many other schools played music for their kids, music the kids liked between classes. And they said, well, the student council president from a couple years ago could not go to the bathroom between classes because she had anxiety about peeing in quiet places where people could hear her.
Yeah.
So that's why they ended up playing music between classes. Mongo said, oh wait, what?
Has 0581 been a viewer before?
Yes.
That's what I was thinking. Okay. Sorry.
Mongo said, I had someone walking to the John Stoddard building, get to the elevators to go to a different floor, and their bowels gave out. I get called to clean it up, and someone had just tossed a sheet over it.
Well, that's
so
kind of
someone
trying.
pooped in the elevator. And then he said, after cleaning that up, I found that they trailed it into an elevator, and I had to figure out what floor they trailed out of. They later came back and cleaned the bathroom. They cleaned themselves in and abandoned their pants. God damn it.
I feel bad for that person because they're old and incontinent.
Yeah, there's some brewing in there. Jameson said, I work at a gas station. Someone just shit right in the corner, right on the floor. They had to have squatted there for a bit.
Let me guess, get and go. That's definitely get and go. There's no way that's a quick trip.
That is absolutely fucking nuts. I would quit.
Yeah, I guess it all depends. Super Nintendo, I can't poop in public restrooms or even at a buddy's house. Have to poop at home. If I move, the first thing I get for the house is a new toilet seat. So it's like a germ thing. No, Casey's, he says. Okay.
Is it the one on the south side? Because that seems like something that will happen on the one on the south side.
South side. Oh, I doubt it's that new one. Casey's is legit. Yeah.
No, Not that south side, the one on Southeast 14th, like right across from the Burger King.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Shay says Quick Trip has the cleanest bathrooms. Yeah, they do.
Mhm.
Walmart bathrooms are by far the worst. Target is surprisingly bad too. I expected Target bathrooms to be better.
Do you remember back on the old show, we had that guy come in and talk about the restaurant, what was it? Gas stations with the cleanest bathrooms, like in the Midwest or something. And there was an app for it where you could, because some people, there have been some bathrooms I've been to where it's like, they definitely shot a horror film in this exact space. Like, why is the toilet chained to the floor? Why is that? I have questions. And if you go to a fucking bathroom and they still have, I don't know why they have these. Instead of paper towels or the goddamn zhuzh machine, that's what I call the little air machine. They have that weird piece of fucking fabric that you just pull down and wipe your hands. And then it's like, it rotates. Why do those exist? That's so disgusting. There's no, you continue to wipe your hands on a towel that everyone has wiped their hands on. It's absolutely horrendous. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. That's funny. Jody and I were literally talking about that. Came up last night for some reason.
Gross.
And I don't know what, that was probably invented back in the day before we knew anything about germs, back when like the adage was, he was playing out in the dirt. He's fine,
Uh-huh.
The kid is fine. Yeah, sporting events, everybody's all drunk, can't aim worth a shit. That's right.
Shay said, even when I was 8 months pregnant, I refused to pee at a Walmart.
Super Nintendo, my fiance couldn't find a bathroom at Mall of America and shit on the floor in a changing room. About 6 minutes later, we found the bathrooms.
What the fuck?
That should be like a rule when you go into a new place, whether it's an airport, a mall, a church. Yeah, find out where the bathrooms are first. School, like college,
I am, we got a new viewer, Parms Army, and then Kitten Rescue. Hello, Kitten Rescue. Please, if you're new, introduce yourselves. When I was a child, I was notorious for any restaurant that we went to, we would sit down and I would automatically go find the bathroom. Always, always. Even like, I have a very set bathroom schedule at my office where I work because I try not to go into the Justice Center too many times because all the sheriff's deputies know that all I'm there to do is go to the bathroom. And it's like super embarrassing if I go there 5 times a day.
Why don't you walk in with some paperwork? Just have some file folders under your arm.
I've done that. Or like to throw them off, I'll like walk downstairs.
Yeah.
Because there's a bathroom down there, but I'm just weird about that stuff. Or there's a bathroom in Capitol Square where like where the post office is. So if I have to go drop off mail, I'll just go pee in that bathroom. But I always find out where the bathrooms are all the time. I'm very good at it.
I mean, it's just, that should be taught in home economics.
Where to find the bathroom?
When you go to a new place, locate the bathrooms because you never know if that chalupa's going to come back on you or who knows what. All that Gatorade you're drinking.
Dan said McDonald's has the best bathrooms. Not all of them, okay? I've seen some sketchy shit in the McDonald's, especially the one by Drake. Relays time, bad things are happening at that McDonald's.
I would think any new fast food facility, especially like those, have you seen the new Wendy's where it's like super, looks like a space fortress? It's almost like a glass cube.
No.
Yeah, they got one in Fort Dodge, and there's another one. I forget where I saw it, but my guess is the newer fast food restaurants, buildings, probably because it's brand new and they don't want this thing to turn to shit right away. Very strict bathroom protocols, if I had to guess.
Bet. Super Nintendo said we still call her floor shitter sometimes, and she gets floor shitter. Oh no, that's
floor shitter.
Floor shitter.
That's fucking floor shitter guy.
Fucking guy. That's so embarrassing. Oh yeah, Jameson said set the Rick and Morty shit on the floor song as her ringtone. Oh yeah, time to get swifty. Shit on the floor. Time to get swifty.
I've never watched an episode of Rick and Morty. I'll just put that out there.
My boss actually has a Meeseeks, Mr. Meeseeks on the back of his car, and it says existence is pain. And if you watch Rick and Morty, then you know.
There's a live action Rick and Morty coming out. And
Yeah, I'm
it's
not
got
excited.
Christopher Lloyd. Who? You're like, who?
No, he's a guy from Back to the Future.
What? How did you know that? You're too young for that.
Because it's not a live action one. It was just a preview for the upcoming season. And I know that because Keith, the other attorney I work for, is a big Rick and Morty fan. And I talked about how I can't watch it anymore because the creator once tried to make this show kind of like Dexter, but it was about a doctor who raped babies. And I was like, I can no longer watch any of his work. That is goddamn disgusting.
Shit got real fast. I gifted a subscription to the community. I don't know how that works, so...
Time to get swifty.
I don't know if you know how that works. Do you know how that works?
I think you gifted it to Super Nintendo. I think it gives it to somebody in the chat who isn't subscribed, and I think assigned it to Super Nintendo.
Okay, well, there you go.
And Dan said the show was originally called Doc and Marty, and it was a parody of Back to the Future because that's
what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. It. Like I said, I've never seen it, but every time I see the stills or footage, I'm like, this seems like kind of Back to the Future-ish. Literally stopped going to the bathroom at Michael's when I worked there because there was shit on the floor every time. Oh, did I ever tell you, speaking of shit all over the place, did I ever tell you about when I went to a 4th of July downtown D.C.?
No. Oh, no.
Are you sure about that? I'm pretty sure I mentioned that on the air. Maybe you weren't there for it. But it's 4th of July, Washington, D.C., where I'm there with some friends, and it's like, the mall area, the big wide open grass space, the Smithsonian's over here, the monuments down there, So, you're welcome, Super Nintendo. And it's the night's going on, and it's really crowded, and I go into a Kaibo to take a piss, and literally... it's like somebody spackled shit down every wall.
No.
Like somebody shit on a, grout space.
Yeah, on the... Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like this, not the scraper, but the...
Yeah, spackle thing.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on that. I know this, but just and it's like perfect lines. It was intentional, very intentional. It wasn't like somebody just, pooped and threw it up on the wall and walked out. They were taking time. They put on their Claude Monet hat, you know, and they got their palette with the shit on it and scraped it up like Bob Ross. And we're just gonna put a happy turd here.
Happy little accident.
Happy little shit here. I mean,
Dan said the bomb's bursting in air.
Yeah, the bomb's bursting in air. Exactly. Moose pooped on a wall? No.
Yes, Tyler. And you're late. If you were here earlier, you would have heard us sing the Get Swifty song, but you're fucking late. So
and the sad thing is, I think I stayed in there and peed because
you fucking did it.
I think I did because it was crowded and it's one of those you're waiting 6 deep for the Kaibo. And
Moose, you have a penis. You can pee anywhere.
Well, I don't know.
Anywhere.
It was easily 20 years ago, so maybe I did have better sense and judgment and I walked out of there, but I'm not 100% certain that I didn't walk out. So we'll just say there's a 30% chance I stayed in the shit Kaibo to relieve my ding dong.
Shit balls. There was the one time, and I've told the story on the station before, where I was driving back to Iowa from Illinois and I stopped at goddamn it a Get and Go, but I had to pee so badly. I get really dehydrated on long drives, so I always have 4 or 5 water bottles. And I go in there and I open the door and it hits me. It is raw shit, freshly pooped raw shit. And there's this little old woman standing at the sink, and she has shit everywhere. Tried to make it to the bathroom, could not. There's shit on the floor, on her pants, on her hands. And she looked at me, she's like, I had an accident. And I was like, okay, but I really had to pee. So I peed. And then because there were 2 sinks, but there was shit on both sinks. So I was like, okay.
That's like a Twilight Zone episode. What do I do here?
I was like, I have to wash my hands. There's no point in washing my hands if there's shit on the sink.
You're like, shit everywhere.
It seriously was. I was just like, oh my God, I don't know what to do.
Did you help the lady out?
With what? Her poop covered pants? No.
Wow.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. That's like a saintly person to help out that lady.
I don't know how to help. I don't know how to help you.
It seems like was she confused or not all the way up there?
No,
hand her a Kleenex.
Like, I feel like it would have been more disrespectful to try and help her because this is clearly a very embarrassing moment. And if I were her, I would want to be left alone so nobody like sees my brown mess that I've made.
And you could tell, if you could tell if she was like had that look of like, I don't know what to do and I'm help, that look of like I need help, But if she was like, I had an accident, whoops, then you're like, yeah, this person's got it.
It's like, you're fine, I think. I don't know what to do here with this.
Just, yeah, like Shay said, here's a Kleenex. Let's do stupid news there, stupid people.
Sorry, it's just a stupid little button here.
Stupid news every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:30 Central Time. We're going to Big Jim's house, bigjim.com. Oh, it's a radio station. Anyway.
Well, we're going to Florida, of all places.
Nuts and berries.
The Florida subreddit, great place.
Huh?
I said the Florida subreddit is a great place. Now, this is a very specific kink because we all know people who like to have sex in public, but this is a very specific location that this woman likes. So back in September, which I believe, is this from last year? Yeah. So this is from November of last year. This woman was arrested for getting it on with herself in front of a 7-Eleven, as you do. Try walking into that. Could you imagine walking into that in the bathroom?
Somebody jerking it?
And the charges were eventually dropped. So that's great. But then several months later, she gets arrested again for getting it on with herself in front of a Popeyes.
Love that pussy from Popeyes.
She really loves that chicken sandwich. Tyler said that's my Sunday morning routine. Yeah, I know. I live with you.
Just go to the Popeyes and rub one out.
Yeah, so she's 38. Her name's Vanessa, and she was arrested for getting it on with herself in front of a 7-Eleven. She's charged with felony, lewd, and lascivious exhibition. But prosecutors were like, we don't really want to pursue this case because we don't fucking want to, and it's Florida, and there's like 12 other things we could be doing. So she got released from jail. She gets out and does the same exact thing at the Popeyes, which is only a few blocks away from the 7-Eleven. Only this time, she was fully naked and getting it on with herself in front of their dumpster.
Ugh.
Fully naked. Like, you had to take off everything? You had to take off everything to do this in front of the dumpster?
There she is.
She's like, I'd do it again.
She doesn't look too bad, right? Like, if you get her to smile, clean up a little bit, that's a pretty woman.
The worst part is she wasn't even under the influence of drugs. That's the worst part. She wasn't even high. You can't even blame the meth, Tyler.
Well, damn.
She's fully sober. Fully sober.
That's just Florida for you. You don't have to be high. You can just all of a sudden be like, I don't know why, but I feel like getting naked and masturbating by the dumpster here at Popeyes. You get that too, Rob? No, just me.
Rob's like, huh?
Well, he's like way ahead of you, buddy. Boys, would you fuck her? You'd fuck her. Guys.
Stop! Ew! What are you doing? Why are you doing this?
I'm just saying.
Why are you like this?
She's not like she's not like hose beast horrible. Yeah, it's an unflattering mugshot, but I think there's promise there. You know, I'm the fairy godmother's like, I will wave my wand and you'll be pretty, you strung out meth bitch.
She's not strung out. That's the worst part.
I know.
She's not even addicted to meth. You idiot.
There was a time when I would throw it in anything.
Shay said no snapshot filter could save that.
I want to take that mugshot. Ooh, that might be kind of a cool thing to do. Take a mugshot and put it through a Snapchat filter and see if it makes it good. I'm going to try that.
It won't. Don't try and help this woman. Don't do it. She's helped herself a plenty. Super Nintendo said, no, I ain't desperate, man.
Some people are just too bored.
So that's what's going on in Florida.
Well, and you know she was probably like using something she shouldn't have to pleasure herself.
Yeah, it was like an old bun.
Yeah, stale bun from Popeye. She's just trying to roll it up more cylindrical, like jam it up in there.
Super Nintendo said it's been a couple months, but I still wouldn't hit it, not even with a car.
Well, there's your stupid news.
I wonder if we've ever had cases like that. Dan!
Oh, Florida. That's Florida.
What's that?
Any self-pleasure cases. I wonder if we've had any of those.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Dan, chime in.
Dan.
So, as we wait on Dan's response to that, you said Nicolas Cage got kicked out of a bar?
He sure did. And he looks like someone's drunk Anne at Christmas. You need to show this video of him because he looks absolutely terrible. Absolutely awful.
All right.
So a little background. He was kicked out of a Las Vegas bar after getting too drunk and being mistaken for a homeless man. Eyewitnesses, it was at this place called Lori's Prime Rib, said that he was completely drunk and being rowdy. He was aggressive with the restaurant staff before getting escorted out. And he was so drunk that a regular patron at the restaurant had to drive his drunk ass home. Look at him. And he's got leopard pants.
Is he barefoot?
Yep.
I like, it's so funny. Like, we're all in love with the quirkiness of Nicolas Cage and how unique of a character he is. But what he doesn't understand is that works only like on the red carpet in the movies,
right,
in press junkets. When you're going to McDonald's or the steakhouse, that shit doesn't fly. You're just annoying, possibly homeless drunkard. Let's play the video.
So Nicolas Cage here is a little bit up. He had a bit too much.
He's like, no.
To drink. He's about to get kicked out of Larry's in Las Vegas. Just shows you.
What is he wearing? Why does he have his shoes off? Look at him.
He's dressed like he just came from his hotel room.
Look at him try and fucking walk.
Like he just came to the front desk because he's like, I think I left my keys at the bar. Has anybody turned them in?
Exactly.
But instead he's just wicked Nic Cage drunk.
Nicolas Cage.
Is he shouting?
Oh yeah. Where am I going? And it's still daylight outside.
Yeah, it is. Damn.
So it's like 4 p.m.
You know what jumps out about this is Nic Cage is kind of short. I always thought he was like 6'3", 6'4". Look at him struggling to get his flip-flop on. Ooh.
He's like,
Check it out. Do I go left or do I go right? It's the one in the middle, Nick. Look how short he looks. Like, compare him to those chairs. Even those chairs look kind of short.
Tyler said, oh no, it's the middle of the day. What are you wearing? What are you wearing?
Stop, man. Anyway.
Lady in the flower dress is like, that's okay. I was going to go home with you, but never mind. You go home by yourself. Thank you.
And he didn't go full racist while drunk. See, Mel, it's possible. I mean, I guess these days we should be thankful that didn't happen.
But then everyone would be like, well, it's fine because he was sad at one point.
Let's see if I can find the full video.
Nicolas Cage is 6 foot.
Okay.
So maybe everyone is tall, ?
But see, you probably found that on the internet. And when you find it on the internet, it's definitely, they just went by what publicists gave them. You know,
that's true.
I've gone to celebrityheight.com for things and I was like, oh, okay, Tom Cruise is actually 5'9". He's not as short. Then I was like, no.
Ooh, Lord. I just can't get over how drunk he is.
Ooh, let me turn that off.
Ooh, no, I like that. That's fun and tricky.
It's kind of blowing my mind. I was slipping into a new time warp. It's fucking with
as
my
you
brain.
do.
But Nicolas Cage, this is almost on brand for him. You know, if somebody caught him on video putting together like one of those elaborate dollhouses from Hobby Lobby on his front porch,
yes,
then people would be like, oh my God, Nic Cage doing a dollhouse. And look at the fucking little shingles he put up there. Those are cute. Wow.
It's a cute motherfucking dollhouse.
Nice dollhouse, Cage.
Nice. So I posted a question on our Facebook and our Instagram asking if you've ever gotten kicked out of a bar or maybe a restaurant, perhaps. Do feel free to answer.
Yeah. Any reaction on Facebook with that?
Well, let me log in because I had to do a thing and then so far the reaction is 100% of people said no, I am an angel. I feel like y'all are lying. I've met some of you. I feel like at least 4 of you have gotten kicked out of a bar.
What was the percentage again?
100% said, no, I'm an angel. But on Instagram, 14% said maybe once or twice.
I don't think I've ever... Yeah, I've never been kicked out of a bar.
I have been kicked out of a bar because of a sorority event that my friend was too drunk at. So there was that. But I've never personally, I've gotten kicked out because other people were being dumb and I was part of their group, but I have never been the one specifically to be like, she's messy. She's got to go. In Erie, when I was super shit-faced with my mom, and that was the night that I threw up on her carpet and then had to spend $500 on a new plane ticket because I was too hungover to fly home. I was like, we were playing pool and there were these guys, and one was like such a douche and was very attractive, I guess, by Erie standards, but he was like a 4. He was not cute. He was talking about how he doesn't in bed doesn't do anything to pleasure the woman. And I was like, well, that's kind of lame. Sex with you has got to be terrible then. And then I went on talking about how you have to do all these certain things. And the bar owner came up to me and he was like, ma'am, you can be loud or you can be disgusting, but you cannot be both. It's oh.
That reminds me of
I'll be disgusting, I guess. But
sorry.
Just quietly.
That reminds me of a show, The Big C is the first episode. And who's a gal who was in, shit. She's got a really shitty childhood. Her mom's a bitch, maybe strong.
Drew Barrymore.
No.
Oh. That's the only one I know.
Real large chick. The fat is swallowing her eyes fat.
Oh my God.
Precious.
Honey. Oh my God. Why would the fat is swallowing her eyes? Jesus
She was fat. I mean, Gabby Sibiday, I think is her name.
I think she's married now.
But anyway, yeah, she was in that and she was playing this kind of bitchy girl in this classroom, and Laura Linney's the teacher, and she calls her up to the front and we'll say her name is Jess. Jess, you can be fat and you can be a bitch, but you can't be a fat bitch.
Yes. I remember that.
Yeah. But, who was probably about 14 feet behind Nic Cage walking on the street stumbling? This one.
Hold on, I'm on a bit of a delay. Oh, yeah. And she was like, hey, is that McDonald's up there?
I got kicked out of a bar once for flossing my teeth with my thong in the middle of the third round of dinner. I clean up nicely, don't I, Moose? Yeah, not too bad. Huh?
Stop it. This is like Pretty Little Woman waiting to happen.
She'd be the one, like, when you're about to have sex, she insists on you putting it where she dumps. She insists on the butt stuff.
Tyler said they would make a chaotic, evil love child.
Okay, Heath Ledger. Yeah, well, that's how she talks. I'm a woman of my word. I will get naked by the dumpster and flick my bean. And then I'm going to kill the Batman. And scene.
It is fantastic.
Thank you. Hey, he won an Oscar. I can too, right? Right?
Super Nintendo said, I've been with people that got kicked out and I apologetically had to take their drunk asses home. They started a fight and I had to act sober enough to get them down the street to our DD that went for food. Yeah. It's always the worst when you end up being the drunk one who's babysitting people who are drunker than you. You know what I mean? Because you also have a thin level of patience because you're drunk. You're just not at their level. Tyler said you need to get out of that.
Yeah, house. I know. Yeah, totally. It's the worst is when you're with a bunch of drunk people and you're dead sober. You know, you just, because they're on a different level. It's almost like a different language. Yeah. And you're just kind of like, I don't know what, are you trying to say you got to go to the bathroom? I think
right. What are you saying?
Yeah. It's like, hey, why don't you have a drink? Get a drink.
And yeah, their face does that kind of like weird, like part of it is slouch and the other part isn't. And it's like, let me tell you something about, right?
I know, yeah.
Cat, and then Mr. Wrinkles was his name, and they put him in the farm, but I know he didn't go for the farm.
It's like when you're super drunk, the muscles below your cheeks just stop working.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like, hey, here, my first shot of the night. Wow, this is great. Shot 4, like, okay, I'll do it again. Shot 14. I don't like dolphins.
I dream once about a dolphin. I didn't like it, and then I didn't, and that's why Mr. Wrinkles died. Like, I've been that person several times.
Haven't we all? Britney.
Several times. Britney.
It's Britney, that's not Britney Spears. I don't know.
That is not Britney, bitch. These are people who are celebrating Britney.
Is it me or does Britney have an odd number of gay fans?
No.
No?
No.
She does, right?
No.
She does not have. Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
She and Lady Gaga make a lot of sense to me. Like, just their fan base. You know what I mean?
Well, Lady Gaga I get because she's very much about, like, being yourself. Don't let your weird flag be tucked away. Fly it high, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that resonates with a lot of, you know, people who are disenfranchised, I would imagine.
She's Danish. She has a reasonable amount of gay fans. I think Britney Spears, like, I don't know. I think for a lot of boys who grew up with me, because Britney Spears was like the ultimate pop star. And of course, a lot of the boys in my generation who like loved her grew up to, you know, are gay. So I think she's got a lot of like millennial gay fans, but then you also have songs like, you know, It's Britney, bitch. Mm-hmm. And, you know, she's got a lot of good party songs that are played often in gay clubs.
He's not lying. We were in Hessen House. He decided to tell some poor little guy who maybe stood 5'4" that he looked like he needed a hug and terrified the poor bastard.
Oh, yeah, because Mongo said when he's sober, he hates drunk people, and when he's drunk, everyone is a potential hug victim. Yeah, David's like 6'3",
Which is fine as long as, like, you just do one hug per, right? If you're hugging me 4 times in the night, like, I'm starting to get a little irritated here.
Oh, one of Tyler's really good friends is a hugger when he's drunk. Oh, God damn it. It's so much. It's like, yes, we've done this already. Thank you so much.
But back to the Britney stuff, she is officially free after 13 plus years. A judge removed Britney Spears' father, Jamie Spears, as conservator of her estate, effective immediately.
Immediately. Yes.
Found that it was, the judge found it was no longer in her best interest. Yeah, it took 13 years.
Yeah.
Where were these judges before?
I mean, she has been abused by him for so long. Her lawyer, her name is Vivian Thurene. She argued that ending the conservatorship once and for all would be best, as it would eliminate all other pressing business. And then her attorney said that canning Jamie instantly was the most important item of the day, and said that Britney wants, needs, and deserves an orderly transition, and that she's been abused by this man for the last decade and since her childhood.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm really surprised it took this long. I don't know why, what instigated it over the last few months, her, finding the will to legally get free of her father.
Well, she's like in her late 30s. She's almost 40.
Yeah, but why couldn't she do this when she was 27?
Because I think at that point she's still scared of him, or under the impression that no one's going to want to help you. And she's Danish, said, you have one mental breakdown and shave your head one time. But when we look at that, it was because they weren't allowing her to do anything. She couldn't purchase anything by herself. She couldn't do anything on her own.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all of that was up to her dad. So imagine you being, 27, 28, and your parents are still in control of everything you do, who you talk to, what you wear. They're telling you that you need to do this job that you maybe don't want to do anymore. Like, I would have a mental breakdown as well and shave my head probably.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, if you watch that documentary, it really sheds a lot of light on the shit she was going through. I'm a little concerned that her dad is so cool with this. I think about a month ago, he said he would step away, relinquish control. And to me, I'm like, either he's already snatched a shitload of her money and stowed it away, or he's got some sort of line to some account already that is legally untestable.
She was essentially just a cash cow for that entire family. And you see that a lot with like childhood actors, that their parents are, vicariously living through them. And there's been a couple, like Amanda Bynes was one who also deserves some attention here on this front, because she was abused by a lot of directors and producers at Nickelodeon. Lindsay Lohan. What?
Well, there's one big show producer for Nickelodeon who just got finally in trouble. Like, he was...
Yeah, Dan Schneider was his name. Okay, and and it came out he had this big foot fetish, and it makes sense because in a lot of the shows, there were these things that had to do with feet. And Amanda Bynes was in a couple shows that he produced. Same with one of the iCarly actresses, Jeanette McCurdy, said that he was the worst. And a lot of it too was their parents who were like, okay, well, you're the kid and you're making all the money, so you have to do this job, this job, this job. So yeah, the creepy foot dude. It's not great. It's not ideal.
I'm at Dan Schneider's website now.
Yeah, he's a creepy foot guy and is very odd.
He answers your questions. I
mean, I don't think it'll be on Dan Schneider's website that he's a creepy guy who likes feet. I don't think we're going to find that information there by chance. But the industry is already a very not great place for kids. And if you're a parent who is just bringing your kid into that space in the hopes of monetizing them, you're setting your kid up for a lot of shit. Like, your kid will have a lot of things to deal with because you're making it that way for them. It's not great.
And I don't get the whole foot thing. What the fuck is that about?
Some people like feet. I don't know. Some people are boob guys. Some people are ass guys. Some people are foot guys. I don't care about that. But it's the fact that you're having children act it out for you, which is odd. I'm cooler with the woman who masturbates by the Popeyes. Do that then.
Hey, you want to go by the Popeyes with me? Hey, you want to go get some cha-cha-cha chicken?
Cha-cha-cha chicken. Is that a place?
That's her new name. That'd be her stripper name. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main stage. Cha-cha chicken. Watch a video. Watch a photo.
Jesus Christ.
Don't kink shame, Moose. I'm not shaming. I just don't get the foot thing. It's very odd to me. Like, the breasts I get because it's a symbol of femininity, and that's very attractive. Whereas the feet, you know, they're encased in a sweat tortilla for 8 hours a day, sometimes added to with stankiness by running or exercising, you know, and then then you pull it out of the shoe and the sock, and it's like, it's all sweaty and smelly. And yeah, boobs are in a bra, and there's a little bit of sweat there, but, you know, it's boobs.
Tyler said people want to get in on that tortilla. Well, I think some of it too is like the painted toes. I think there's probably a difference between people who like the painted toes, like the nice pretty feet, and then the stinky feet. Like how there are men who will pay for women's worn underwear. Like that's gross.
Yeah.
But people do it. Feet are gross. I don't love them, but I could understand why people like them, I think. I'm not judging. You know what? I like men, and that's frankly the most disrespectful thing that's ever happened in my life. That's the biggest tragedy here.
I have more affinity for foot fetish people than I do Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk.
God damn it. This was the most infuriating thing I've read all day. All day. All day.
Like, Elon Musk doesn't have to try to be an asshole anymore. I mean, it's almost like he's leaning into it. So what? He's sending Jeff Bezos a silver medal and a giant statue of the number 2 after Elon Musk passed him to become the world's richest person.
Like, these two have been in this weird rich guy dick swinging contest for the last several years about who is the richest man in the world, who is the richest man alive. And Elon Musk has now passed Jeffrey Bezos as the richest man alive. And instead of like using that money to help people, he's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spend money on something fucking stupid. And I'm going to get this dumb statue made.
I don't think he's actually going to do it. I think he's probably just being flippant, you know?
Probably. But isn't that that's like an otherworldly type of thing to me, to be in that position of power and money and prestige and privilege where you're just like, I'm richer than all of you now.
Yeah. $200 billion, according to Forbes magazine.
Whatever. He and his girlfriend just broke up, so he's probably crying or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he's going to actually do the statue and the medal. I think he's just being Mr. Silly Guy. But
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if he did, though. I mean, this is the guy who shot, I think it was the first Tesla Roadster into space with like a mannequin in a spacesuit. Just shot it out there, and it's floating out there. There's a car in space.
Aliens hate. If I were an alien, I would just blow up Earth, honestly. I would.
Nah, it'd be something like, there's something about humans that they need, and they're willing to tolerate our bullshit. Like, we must have their earwax. Yeah, no, but they're kind of annoying. We got to get that earwax.
No, it's because we're entertaining. And I feel like aliens, I thought this way since I was a kid. I think aliens watch us on TV and are like, wow, season 1012 of Earth is a fucking shit show. Hey, we're going to call off that war that we were having with the Fleeberflarms because we're all watching Earth right now. Yeah, no, those two idiots, they're at it again. I know. Okay. Yeah. Are you and Sharon coming over tonight with the kids? Okay, great. And they all just sit around and they drink their little alien juice and they eat their little perps, and that's what they do as aliens now, is we're just strictly entertainment.
It's just, yeah, we're a reality show for the Glooplarf planet.
Yeah.
We're the survivor for aliens. Yes, exactly, Jameson, 1993.
That's why they haven't blown us to.
Yeah, that's why they haven't blown us to bits, is because this is too good. I can't kill these fuckers. I mean, look at these people.
Yeah.
Someone won't get a vaccine to prevent a pandemic from spreading. I mean, this is great. Pass me the blue blarps.
Exactly.
Blue blarps like.
Before it gets eaten, is like, I love this episode. It's just like
We're fucked.
we're just not doing good. But the aliens, they gotta hold out. Yeah, Super Nintendo said, Moose, you got to start watching Rick and Morty. There's an episode of South Park too called Canceled, where they find out Earth is just a giant like reality show. But it's
funny.
Ratings are boring now. It's gotten too like mundane, and now they want to cancel it by blowing up Earth.
I will check it out. I will definitely check it out. I keep meaning to. I just never get around to it, but I think that's going to wrap it up for us. I don't know. We just can't ever not mention what we do in the shadows. I'm sorry. That's going to do it. We'll be back on Friday for Friday Night Libations. Please join us as we will have some booze. And next week we will have the For Fact's Sake for October.
Yes.
So we'll give away a glass for that. If you know anybody who's not viewing the show, get them to do this, to view us. Give us 5 minutes or so, and we'll put you in the running for the pint glass that says Moose Sucks. And I will add you to the list here. So until Friday, thank you for listening, watching, and thanks to you, Ray Ray.
God damn it, Rodney.
Goodbye.
As for me, I'm sitting here completely naked after my bath. I'm going to hopefully sleep with the first person I meet. I hope you do the same. You gotta live life, huh? That sound good? Great.
Good night, Ben. Good night, you fucking guy.